Everything Now, an interactive comedy show on Twitch where you, the viewers, are in control, featuring special guests from all over the Twitch community and the Los Angeles comedy scene. Enter a variety of wild scenarios with colorful characters and help steer the story in whatever direction you want. You can vote in polls to make choices, submit images over Twitter and Discord. You can pay to play sound effects.
Road ends in 100 feet.
What the f***?
It's your show too, friend. Hop on in and experience everything now.
Welcome, foolish mortals, to this show that's not a violation of any IP. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
Not yet, anyway. Hello. Denizens of New York, my name is Umlaut Largo. And tonight, we'll be speaking with spirits from beyond the mortal plane. Should be pretty fun. Let's see who's out there tonight. Let's see. From beyond the veil, we have Foolaloof, Theo from Eden, Max Sinister 26, Abby Sally, Lydia Petunia, Go Gadget 360, Alexander, Naked Comedy, Katzenbaron, Foolaloof. Yes, everyone is here.
You want to know the people I'm at?
No, you can get addicted to that shit.
Really?
Maybe. The cum tarot, yes. Remember when I said that way long time ago? Very good. Anyway, when the moon is just right in the sky, and all the songbirds are silenced, and the waitlist at Spargo has exactly 3 people named Tom on it, we have the opportunity to pierce the veil, so to speak, and speak with the dead. And tonight, my council of mediums, you will be assisting us along the way. And there are a number of ways you can do so. First and foremost, if you subscribe to our program, you can let us know what's written on the ghost's tombstone. We have a previous tombstone right here. Yes, here lies Nice of the Hunter. He lived La Vida Loca. Yeah. He sure did. He sure did. So subscribe and let us know what's written on the ghost tombstone. And of course, 15 subscriptions over the course of the night will allow us to head off to a speed wake, where we will eulogize someone who's recently passed here in New York. It's a pretty grim affair, but at least we get the choice of who to grieve, you know. If it was just foisted upon you, wouldn't that just suck? Wouldn't that be shitty? You're like, I don't like that guy, why am I at his funeral? You don't have to worry about that. And of course, we can call someone from the ghost's past if you pay us a little bit of money. Right?
Yeah.
And then, last but not least, you gotta join our Discord. Join the Everything Now Show Discord to submit images which will be used for tarot card readings. Now, traditional tarot card readings, you're seeing what's going to happen in someone's future, but in this instance, because the ghost has already passed away, we'll be learning a little bit more about what happened while they were alive via the tarot. Okay, so submit those images. Can we call someone from my past? Sandville PM, my number's been blocked by most people I used to know. It's because I'm too real for them. I'm too real. I cut to the quick. Alright, so we're going to be speaking with some ghosts who have unfinished business. We'll be deciding whether or not to help facilitate the completion of their earthly toil. And so let's see who our first ghost of the evening happens to be. Any ghosts out there? Hello, ghosts. Hello, spirit. Who is this? A masked man. What's your name, ghost?
Hi, I'm Brian.
Brian.
Yeah.
Brian, it appears you're dressed for crime. Is that an accurate assessment?
Yeah, I was a thug in Spider-Man 2, the video game.
Wow. Wow, that's remarkable. Now,
I stole a car.
You stole a car?
I stole a car, and then Spider-Man webbed me up and threw me over his shoulder and took me to the top of the Empire State Building and then threw me off. And then moments before I hit the ground, he webbed me again and grabbed me and climbed back to the top of the Empire State Building and jumped off with me and slammed my head into the ground from 250 feet.
Now, if memory serves, I've seen Spider-Man do this once or twice before. Sometimes, you could say I've seen him do it maybe 100+ times. He jumped on top of your car, punched the roof of it.
He punched the roof
like 6 or 7
so
times.
hard that my car exploded.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then I flew out of it.
Well, no, your car just screeches to a dead stop.
Yeah.
And then all 4 of the people in the car get
And I
out.
hopped out and I said, "It's the spider!" And then he grabbed, he webbed a manhole cover and swung it around his head really fast and threw it. Hit my buddy straight in the face.
Wow.
Webbed another one of my friends to a wall, and then, like I said, he grabbed me, and then he ran about 11 city blocks with me over his shoulder, and then to the top of the Empire State Building, where he then threw me off of it. Didn't let me die. Caught me again.
Sounds
a couple of times.
Sounds like a rather traumatic experience for you now.
It really was. I mean, to be fair, I was stealing a car, but this felt cruel and unusual.
Now, did you have an end in mind for this crime spree of yours? Were you planning to do anything in particular with the car?
I'm trying to pay for my grandmother's dialysis.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah, I lost my job in the pandemic. I was a graphic designer. And it's been really hard for me. So at first I was couch surfing for a while, trying to make ends meet. I was trying to I couldn't figure out how to sort of market myself as a freelancer. I worked for an underwear company. I did graphic design.
MeUndies?
I worked for Andrew Christian.
I don't know who that is. Who's that?
It's a gay underwear company.
Oh, okay. Copy that. Yep.
I did graphic design for them. I would make the bulges look bigger.
Mm-hmm.
And it was great money. It was a great job. But obviously they had to downsize during the pandemic, and so I was working freelance for a while.
I hope.
No, the bulges did not downsize. If anything, the new guy they got in there, I don't know if they're using AI or something, but the bulges are bigger than ever.
Thank God. We love going to Andrew Christian's website down here.
Okay, it sounds like your minions are familiar with Andrew Christian.
I cast a wide net in my hiring process. I'm not going to discriminate against people who are into that sort of thing. Listen.
In any event, times were really tough for me.
Mm-hmm.
I had to unsubscribe from Factor Meals. I was getting meal prep. First I had a free subscription because I listened to a podcast. Mm-hmm. I got a free subscription for listening.
What was the podcast?
I was listening to Whitney Cummings' podcast.
Okay.
She's got a great podcast.
Yeah.
I'm really big into this whole Joe Rogan adjacent comedy scene.
When you were being thrown off one of the tallest buildings in New York, could you hear the sort of the dulcet tones of Whitney Cummings just sort of in your inner ear?
Oh God, I wish.
No?
I wish. It was mostly just wind. Really fast wind next to my ears.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I got a free subscription. I got hooked on these Factor meals. Eventually I had to cancel that too. And then I had to steal this car to keep my grandmother alive with dialysis. And then Spider-Man killed my friends. And me.
Our Council of Mediums is pointing out that you said the word come.
Did I?
Yeah, Cummings.
Okay.
Yeah.
Didn't really then, I guess, right?
Enough of them were saying it, I feel like it would be wrong of me not to note that. Anyway, listen, do you feel like you were wronged by Spider-Man? Would that be a fair assessment?
Yeah. To me, it feels like, and look, I get it. Guy's got to stop crime, okay? He's a hero or whatever. But it's that's what we have the New York Police Department for. That's what we have,
You think they would have been nicer to you? The NYPD?
I don't think they would have climbed to the top of the Empire State Building and thrown me down. I mean, they might have shot me.
Right.
They probably would have shot me. But to me, that would have been probably less traumatic.
I suppose so. Yeah, I guess so. That's a fair assessment. We have a tarot card reading for you.
Okay.
Let's take a look. Yes. The RoboCop exploited worker tarot, yes. Look at that. This means that when you were there doing your work at the underwear company, what was the name?
Andrew Christian.
Andrew Christian. When you were working at Andrew Christian, they took advantage of you. How did they do that?
I guess I did get a ton of PTO, but the benefits were pretty good. I mean, first of all, I got discounts on all the underwear, which I don't really like. That's not really my style.
What is your style of underwear?
I don't know, something, like, not that I'm like a prude or anything, but it's just like these ones are clearly designed for guys who want to show off their giant dick and balls and firm asses.
Right.
And I don't really have either of those. My dick and balls are sort of average size, and my ass is it's not terrible, but I can't fill out, like essentially what is like a man thong.
Don't be so hard on yourself. Why don't you turn to the side for us? Give us a profile.
Stay there for a second.
Something's happening.
One of my minions is barking like a dog, like at the mouth.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, I'm Whitney Cummings.
Is Whitney back there?
They're just out of your ability to see them, but they just had their eyes bulge out like a Tex Avery wolf.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's really gross. Hey, listen. So anyway, I got decent benefits, is what I'm saying. I would get their hats. Andrew Christian, they do nice hats. It's mainly an underwear company.
They do underwear and hats?
It's like a brand, It's not, like their main thing is underwear, but it's like a clothing brand. And so they've got, hats and tank tops and stuff like that.
Okay, so they just sell clothes.
Yeah, so I mean, they're known for their underwear, I would say. But, yeah, they have...
What kind of hats are we talking about?
Just, like classic baseball. I think they used to do flat brims. Yeah.
All right.
And I would get 25% off all of that stuff for the employee discount.
Why is that? Hold on. Put that back up. Put that back up. Put that last one back up. Put that up.
This one?
What do you? Why is that your question?
That doesn't really seem like a question to me at all. It seems like a statement.
Oh, I read what's the worst cum sound I've ever. I need to get these glasses changed. I can't fucking speak. I need a new prescription.
Someone's asking if the hats have bulges, and no, but that's actually an interesting idea. That could be kind of fun, I think. I don't really know what that would mean necessarily.
Like a little baseball hat for the penis.
Oh, that would be interesting. Well, that's more hats for the bulges. Like like a little hat that you wear on your dick.
Okay, now they're asking you, Master.
Yeah, now they want to know. Oh, me, I guess. Ah, gosh. There have been some ghosts that came in here to. There was I think Santa Claus's sister.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Or like a sister-in-law came in and came in the mirror. That was weird. Hey, so Brian.
Yeah.
If you had your druthers, what could we here in the mortal plane do to make things right for you?
Gosh, I guess probably pay for my grandma's dialysis, right? Like that was the whole thing I was trying to do.
It's kind of a big ask. They cost a lot of money. I would think so. It's a lot of money.
Well, what can you do for me?
I don't know. Look, here's what I'm saying. Maybe just try to think smaller. Think smaller.
I don't know, like $50? Or do you have
the dialysis treatment?
I mean, money would be great. I guess also, if you could. That's a start.
That's a start, yeah.
That would help. That would be good. I guess if you could maybe get me another job, so that I could help pay for it. I have experience in graphic design. I did a little bit of copywriting. I took UCB 201. I don't know if that helps.
Well, you are dead, so your UCB training won't come in handy too much. Not anymore, I don't think. But we have a tombstone. We can take a look at your tombstone here. Let's see, what do we got? Brian. LOL. He said come.
That's not how you spell my name.
No. I assume so.
Fuck that up.
So, who do you think in your life would have paid for your tombstone? Is this your...
Well, not my grandma. She is really sort of at death's door right now on account of the whole not having the dialysis that she needs. Yeah. But maybe one of my coworkers, one of the other thugs.
One of the other thugs who didn't die, who got away.
Yeah, one of them did get away.
Wow.
No, there's someone specific who's supposed to call in, apparently.
Oh, someone's calling in?
Okay.
Beetlejuice?
The ghost with the most beetle...
I
Oh.
probably shouldn't have asked the person who donated $5 what they wanted.
It's the ghost with the most, Beetlejuice.
Yes.
Oh, okay, cool.
So we're gonna get Beetlejuice on the phone. Are you familiar with his work?
I think so. I've seen the movie, but I don't know if that was really him or if that was just a guy playing him.
We've got juice on the horn.
We're gonna find out together.
Hello, you're on with the ghost with the most Beetlejuice. I'm listening.
Beetlejuice, you sound very kind of straight-laced.
Wait, are you the guy from the movie or from the Howard Stern show?
Oh.
I'm kind of both. If you really must know, we're all the same. We're all one man, one entity.
That's crazy. You look so different in the movie. Because in the Howard Stern show, you're like a tiny little black guy, and in the movie, you're like Michael Keaton. So how did they do that?
Why, that's the magic of cinema.
CGI. That's CGI.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Alec Baldwin was playing, what's his assistant's name? Robin?
Robin.
Alec Baldwin was playing Robin in the movie.
Actually, here's a little bit of tidbit for you. Winona Ryder was played by both Opie and Anthony on their shoulders.
Wow. I had no idea. He must have some sort of production company or something. Damn. Well, hey, what's going on? Why are you calling me?
Well, I heard that you're having trouble with your dialysis for your poor grandma.
Yes! Oh my God! How did you know? Yes, I am.
I was listening.
Okay. Great. Yes, my grandma, my poor sweet grandma. She is on dialysis, or was until. It's a long story. I was working as a graphic designer for Andrew Christian.
Fill him in.
Christian with the bulges.
Yeah. Oh, you're familiar. Okay, great. They make good stuff.
I'm Beetlejuiced, baby.
Oh, okay. You're a customer. Okay, cool. Well, yeah. So you probably have seen my work. I would do their email blasts. Like you would get a blast, and it would just be like.
Oh, I would blast.
Okay. Well. Listen, I'm not here to judge what people get off to. I'm happy to be of service. Unfortunately, I'm no longer of service because I lost my job during the pandemic. I think they use AI now to generate bulges. In any event, I lost my job. I had to steal a car. Spider-Man threw me over his shoulder, ran 11 city blocks, and then threw me off the Empire State Building. And here I am, Reader's Digest version. So I guess if you could pay for Grandma's dialysis, that would be huge.
What I can do is even better.
Oh, wow, okay.
What could that be?
You know those squiggly little worms that I love?
Oh, yeah.
The sandworms?
The sandworms, yes. They're great for the liver. And the kidneys, too. If you'd be fine with that for the dialysis.
You're saying rather than getting my grandma dialysis, you're going to give me a bunch of the squiggly worms for her to what, eat?
Yes. Or put them in a little bag and put them right into her veins.
I
can have Niles bring them over.
Okay, is this going to be like a monthly thing? Because I was on Factor Meals.
I was going to say, you sound so much like Frasier.
My brother, Niles.
Yeah.
From the Howard Stern show?
Yeah.
Well, here's a little bit of tidbit of behind the scenes.
Remember when they made Niles Sibian on
Niles on the Howard Stern show is played by Eddie the dog.
Wow. Oh my God, this is an entire cinematic universe, or radio universe. Hey, listen, Beetlejuice. If you can guarantee me a monthly supply, not unlike Factor Meals, which I got a free promo code from Whitney Cummings' podcast.
I know Whitney. She records right after me.
Oh, for real?
At the top of the Space Needle.
There.
No way.
That's not where you record the show.
That's crazy. That seems like it would be a pain in the ass to get guests to go all the way up there.
There's an elevator, probably, right?
Beetlejuice,
there's an elevator to the Space Needle, right?
Why don't you come and find out?
All right. Well, I'm ready to lock this in. If we've got an offer
road trip.
Well, I'm dead, so I'm not sure if I can get there.
We can bring the mirror.
Okay, you're gonna just bring the whole mirror?
Yeah.
That sounds good to me. All right, I'm locked and loaded. If Beetlejuice is going to guarantee a monthly supply of worms for my grandma's liver brought to her doorstep by Niles, then I'm ready to lock that in.
That's fine by me, but I have to warn you. Sometimes my father comes along and he's a cop.
Oh shit. Okay, well, I've had worse experiences with Spider-Man than the police, so. As long as nothing crazy happens, is this going to be a problem that I look like this?
It doesn't sound like that, and hey, it sounds like it's showtime.
Okay. Hell yeah. Wow, he really said it. He said his famous catchphrase. This is awesome. This is actually
really
huge
fun.
for me.
Yeah. Hey, thank you so much, Beetlejuice. Thank you for your time. Bye.
All right, cool.
All right, hey, congratulations.
Thank you. Thanks.
Flawless execution.
Is there anything else I need to do here, or am I good to head out?
No, you're
I have
good.
a question.
Yes.
Hey, did Spider-Man ever kiss you Spider-Man style when he was throwing you around the city?
You know what? I feel like I pretty much blacked out during most of that thing, but it wouldn't surprise me if he took advantage of me sexually during that experience. It seems like, like he gets a lot of great press because he's saving balloons and stopping, people in cars and stuff.
And delivering pizza.
And
he
delivering
can't,
pizza
And
or
he can't
whatever.
flip around when he's got the pizza on his back or he'll mess it up.
All I'm saying is this is vigilante justice. He's assaulting people. He's also destroying the city, ripping manhole covers, leaving webs everywhere. You never see Spider-Man go back the way he came and take down all of his nasty-ass webs. That's basically wrist cum, as far as I'm concerned. He's basically coming out of his wrist all over the city, and then we're all supposed to just accept that? We're all supposed to be, oh, thank you, Spider-Man, for jizzing out your wrist all over our dang city. All right, I gotta get off my soapbox. Hey, I'm gonna go, I'm gonna make sure that Beetlejuice is sending worms to my grandma.
Sounds good. You have a great rest of your afternoon.
All right. Namaste.
Well, what a choice. Look, if it, personally, oh, we have another one here. Brian. Spider groped, gropes whatever a spider can. That didn't rhyme. You'll notice if you take close scrutiny of that tombstone that did not rhyme.
Not all poetry has to rhyme.
It's true.
It's acrostic.
Yeah. In my opinion, if crime could be fully prevented by means of doing so, I would let the cops come wherever they want.
Ew. Also, Neokuru subscribed and said, for the dialysis. I wasn't sure if that was supposed to go on the tombstone. If it does, it kind of doesn't make any sense.
We have a big, you can't see it because it's on the other side of my table, but we've got one of those big poster boards with the thermometer, and we're adding little bits of red to it till we get to the top to pay for the dialysis treatment. Okay, so we're adding that to the thermometer.
We've got C-tier celebrities on the phones.
Yes, absolutely, like various members of the Howard Stern coterie.
That's right.
All right, let's see if we can talk to another ghost, huh? That went really well, by the way, for the record. Any ghosts out there? Hello, ghosts. Hello, ghosts.
Tell me about your childhood. Yeah. Oh, that's very interesting. You were quite a photogenic young woman. Thank.
Are you talking to me, ghost?
Oh no, I was just doing an interview with one of my subjects.
And who are you?
I'm Agnes de la Force, a documentarian in the retirement home community.
Goodness gracious. Wow, an artist here in our mirror.
Totally, I'm the Frederick Wiseman of Boca Raton.
They've needed one for a while.
Yep, there are some nasty secrets in those homes, and I've decided I'm the one to get to the bottom of it, son.
Were you at all frustrated when Wiseman made his film Villages?
Yes, he stole my life.
Yeah.
He stole my life. I pitched it to him.
Yeah, gosh. Oh, wow. Man, he's that son of a gun.
Yep, I'd step on his face with my orthopedic soles.
It's terrible.
Yep.
So, I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. I'm not as well versed in the documentary field as I'd like to be. Are there any documentaries of yours that you've made in the past that we would maybe know of, that we've heard of before?
Yeah, maybe, Fahrenheit 945.
And what is that in reference to?
It's talking about how hot it is in the pool. It feels like it's 945 degrees. It's a scandal. There was a cover-up. I think it was intentionally done by the co-op that runs the pool.
Oh, this was that 4-hour documentary. You
Yep.
had to break it into chunks and release it on Netflix, is that
Yep. And I hate the execs at Netflix, by the way. I shot a great season of the great retirement home baking show. Really funny, really feel good feeling show, and they canned it. This is horrible.
What distinguished your cooking show from every other cooking show on the planet?
It was gritty. It was Steadicam shots of beignets.
It was a gritty cooking show.
Yeah, I caught some pathos.
I mean, I feel like, for what it's worth, most of these cooking shows purport to have some emotional undercurrent to help kind of hook you in and get you to root for particular competitors. So what was the pathos in your cooking show relative to these other shows?
You know what leads people to bake? what leads them to seek out something scientific like baking as opposed to something emotional like cooking?
Never heard it referred to as something scientific, but go ahead.
Baking? It's a science. If you mess up a little measurement, you're going to have the worst dish of all time. People that are attracted to baking are sociopathic. There's a villainous, mechanical quality in their brain. I think that people, oh, my grandma baked these cookies. No, she wouldn't even let herself create something that is spontaneous and joyful. I turn my exacting gaze to such freaks and cretins.
So you could make the case that someone like a Mrs. Field is a goddamn sociopath.
Don't talk about that wicked wretch.
Goodness gracious.
Mrs. Fields, Mary Berry, Sandra Lee, Rachel Ray, all of these horrible, detestable beings, as opposed to just frying up some bacon and shoving it right into the kids' mouths. No, you need a cookie.
What about the barefoot Contessa?
Oh, she makes me wretch. Ina Garten. More like Ina Gart you into a big submarine and hope it explodes.
But Paula Deen, what about Paula Deen?
Yeah, I'd fricassee her in butter. I'd fricassee her and I'd send her to the moon.
How about the one other one that I know, Rachel Ray? Have we already asked you about that one?
I said her,
Okay.
she's really mean,
Cool.
and I think she was right. Her show was rightfully canceled. It had never found its audience because.
What about Rachel Ray?
No, I hate Rachel. EVOO. Oh, funny Rachel. You made up an acronym that everyone uses. She sounds like a pig when she snorts. It's not cute.
Did you have a chance to check out that show that nobody watched on, I think it was Peacock, where
Yep.
it was like Amy Poehler was
Yep.
hosting the cooking show, the baking show?
And wasn't she like making horrible little crafts with Nick Offerman?
I think so, honestly.
Yeah, dreadful. I think feel-good
yeah.
programming is not what our nation needs. I think we need to find out what's going on behind closed doors.
I think I'm inclined to agree with you. Now, so you passed away while you were making your latest entry in your oeuvre.
Yep, I was jumping over the wall of the lanai, and then I fell into a spike that someone had put on to kill the pigeons. And so there I was laying, bleeding out on top of the lanai, hibiscus flowers falling on my corpse. I was there for a week and a half because the people who owned the house were out of town visiting their grandchildren. I rotted, okay?
That's tragic. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I rotted.
How close were you to finishing your latest project?
And that's the thing. It was my final interview. I was going to expose a polycule in this one community in Kissimmee. It was going to bring them to their knees. They would never...
The polycule?
The polycule.
Or Kissimmee?
Kissimmee and you know, because it's connected. I believe that many of the Disney World or Land execs, whatever the Florida one is, that work near Kissimmee are all involved in this insidious polycule that, by the way, rejected me as a member. So what do? What I've always done. Turn to the camcorder and try to exact my revenge.
Do you feel at all that your personal connection to this story blinded you to the potential moral and ethical ramifications of your involvement in it?
It didn't blind me, it sharpened me. It sharpened my perception. I've told you how I hate.
You can't know that.
I can. One can know the heart, umlaut.
Documentation is an objective art.
No, that's where you're wrong. You've been led to believe it so, but every piece of artistry bears the heart of the artist on it. Umlaut.
I'm prepared to agree with your little assessment. But I would probably need you to, if possible, and this is asking a lot.
What? I'm already a wreck.
I know that you can't show me, personally, your footage. But if you could reenact possibly a talking head interview with one of the members of the polycule.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
Perhaps that would help to elucidate the nature of your craft.
Yeah, yep, I will. And I'll let all of you kiddies out there know. It's gonna change how you think of the magical kingdom. Okay, I was there. I had infiltrated into what I think is called Club 33, like the secret Disney club. Do you know about this?
Yeah, that's just like a restaurant.
Yeah, but it's a fancy restaurant with a years-long wait list.
Right.
And the maitre d' that
I don't
runs...
think they're fucking, though.
Oh, well, that's a simple-minded assessment, Diva. I talked to the... What? What?
Okay.
You are a diva.
Am I?
Yeah, look at your white glove. Show it.
It's true.
Look.
Am I giving diva?
You're giving Diva.
Serving.
Serving cunt. Sorry, I'll say it.
Am I serving cunt?
Yes.
You're a bit of a cunt sometimes.
Yes. Yes.
Well, consider my wig snatched.
Anyway, the maitre d' of this restaurant at the Club 33, he will turn people away. He'll spit on them if they don't have the years-long approved thing. Except for a certain community of 60 to 65-year-old old women who can walk in without being on the years-long wait list that all the Disney adults are fucking slitting their wrists trying to get off of. And he lets these paramours of him in. So I was going to disguise myself as Goofy the dog. And I was going to try and sneak in, get footage of him illicitly, I'll say it, trafficking older side pieces into the kitchen of Club 33.
Now, as part of your little ruse, did you have to do Goofy's voice, and can you do it for us now?
Yeah, it's sort of, yuck, my pants are so big. He's from Bristol, I think.
He sounds,
He's in the room, Master.
He's from Bristol. I'm sorry, I'm getting emotional again. I'm just thinking of my lost footage and my lost career.
I gotta
What
say...
do you think of Paul Hollywood, Master?
What's your take on Paul Hollywood?
From British
Bake Off.
Oh, I know him.
Did we just Google a bunch of people that are on British Bake Off?
That's off the dome, Master. We've been thinking about Bake Off recently.
Yeah, it's about that season.
Just about.
Paul Hollywood is the exception that proves the rule about bakers. He is a noble spirit and a passionate lover.
That's great to hear. Did you think Matt Lucas was a good co-host?
No, I think they need to keep alternative comedy as far away from that show as possible.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. You need two weird lesbians in matching jackets just talking. Please.
Does Noel Fielding count as a weird lesbian?
Sometimes he does, and that's the problem. It's the problem, and it's his burden to bear, I guess.
Someone is pointing out that your documentary sounds increasingly like The Sound of Freedom, but at Club 33.
Hey.
One of our
and I've been similarly sabotaged. When I was in the editing bay, the lights would go on and off. You know, they would cancel appointments at the editing bay. He might be on to something.
If I were Bob Iger, I'd want your ass dead.
Totally. And he's said as much to me. He's left nasty voicemails.
Wow. Oh my God. I wonder if we could get him. I wonder if we could play. If somebody paid a little bit of money right now, we could probably get your spectral phone and hear one of these voicemails from Bob Iger.
Don't make me talk to that man. I won't be able to contain myself.
I think in this instance, we might just be able to listen to a voicemail. We have the magic to do so.
Oh my God, this is invasive and humiliating.
Abby Sally, nah. Okay. I thought it'd be funny. I thought it would be interesting.
No, they're my allies. They're of the people. They don't want me to talk to that wretch.
All right, fair enough. Look, let me ask you this.
What?
Is there some... Okay, we don't need to be combative. I'm trying to help you out here.
You seem to be belittling my career in front of your army of...
What sense?
You say, you're saying this is like the sound of freedom. No, I'm a singular voice.
The Sound of Freedom is an important piece of work, don't you agree?
Well, I think so, but I think that I have my own language.
Fair enough. Your mise en scène is distinguished easily from that of the Sound of Freedom fellas?
Jagged shots. I do interviews in sort of sweeping diagonals. You can never land on their face, but I'm capturing the essence around them.
Incredible. You're like Les Blanc on coke.
Totally, and he's a nice guy.
You like Les Blanc?
Totally. Garlic is as good as 10 mothers.
Man. Great pull.
No problem.
We have a tarot card reading here for you.
Okay, fine.
Let's take a look in just a moment.
No.
Oh. Great, okay.
Saying it so.
No.
Wow, it's the Steve Harvey Thirst Trap Tarot.
Oh, gosh.
This means that at some point you received an unsolicited sexual message filled with sexual innuendo and romantic overtures from a famous televisual host.
Yup.
Who was it?
Yup. Do you know, Miss Vanna White?
Of course I know Vanna White.
Yeah, she's been harassing me for years. She was a friend of my daughter's. And every time, you probably can't see it, but if you track what letter what letter she touches each first round in Wheel of Fortune, it spells out "fuck you, Agnes." It spells out "fuck you, Agnes." What? It spells out "fuck you, Agnes."
That strains credulity, Agnes.
Oh, and do you record it every day? Do you watch it every day?
I try to pop in. You know, she's been serving cunt for a long time.
Totally. And she
Vanna
looks
White's
good
been
doing
serving
it.
cunt for ages.
Totally. She looks good. I have a question for
So
you.
is Pat St. Jack.
Yeah,
Has also been serving cunt.
totally.
What's your question for me, Agnes?
Umlaut, have you ever made anything? Have you ever put your soul out there and laid it on the ground for the audience to see? Because you seem more like a critic than a creator.
Are you familiar with the film News from Home by Chantal Ackerman?
Of course, a defining moment in cinema, and especially for women directors.
Are you familiar with 10 Skies by James Benning?
That one has eluded my grasp.
Basically, I realized you could make some pretty compelling art by just pointing a camera at something for 2 hours and letting it ride.
Interesting. So
Yeah.
you're sort of a cinema verite type of medium?
I'm mostly just lazy.
Oh my god.
But I pointed a camera at the entrance to a local Walmart for about 30 minutes.
And what happened?
People came in and out of the Walmart.
There's something there. There's something there. Do you think people are being trafficked in that Walmart?
Not that I could tell. It was mostly like lettuce and toys and stuff that they were buying.
Lettuce and toys. There's something about America in that image.
Every film festival to which I submitted disagreed strenuously.
Yeah, even Palm Springs?
I got a cease and desist from Palm Springs.
No, really, they're nice there.
I sent it once.
What?
I filled out the form exactly like they wanted, and they replied, "Don't contact us again."
Oh my god. Do you have a Vimeo account?
Of course, I have a Vimeo account.
Yeah? Do you put stuff up there? Have you been like a pick of the week or whatever?
You know, I got 12 views last month.
No, okay. See, this is what you should have led with. We're not adversaries.
But Agnes, you're here in Armere because you have unfinished business, and I think this may have been kismet because perhaps I can finish your project for you.
If I can somehow get this video camera through the mirror to your hands, would you take on my duty?
Like a knight errant bequeathed a scabbard.
Hey, Nani, let's do it, honey.
What the fuck?
Hey, Nani. You know,
Yeah.
it's something that they say.
Yeah.
Knights and queens.
Great. Well, then let's do it. Just toss it. See that? Oh wow! Whoa! Oh my God!
Right through the mirror, master.
That took it out of me. Oh my God.
Agnes, stay with us, Agnes. All right, so Agnes, am I supposed to go find this polycule and ask them a few questions? Is that the idea?
And Kissimmee, I've hid my Goofy suit somewhere where only you could find it.
I was gonna say I do a much better impression of Goofy. I think I could have.
Why are you sniping at me again?
I'm not.
You just became my protege.
We are peers now. I can say shit like that.
Constructive criticism? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
We're collaborators.
Okay.
Would you like to hear my Goofy impression?
Yes, it would be an honor.
Yuck.
It wasn't that much better.
I mean, it's kind of basically the same.
It wasn't.
master.
I just went on for longer.
Yeah.
So I guess brevity might be the soul of
I
wit
can
in
go
this
for
case.
longer.
Okay, then do it.
Yahoy. That's
was-
when he's falling.
Agnes is now better. Sorry.
That's when he's falling. Yahoy.
Agnes is better. Where are my ag heads?
Where the eggheads.
Where
my
the
child.
eggheads.
Anyway, Agnes, I'm happy that we can fulfill your unfinished business.
And please, if you ever make it on streaming, please just send me like 1/5 of the tiny amount of money you get from that.
No problem. I also got a cease and desist from No Budge, but I think there's got to be some
There's got to be some place.
place that'll
E-Bombs World.
E-Bombs World. That's a great point. Newgrounds.
Yeah, it's a great place for experimental documentary.
Yeah.
Motion.
Homestar Runner, maybe you could have.
You know,
this.
they were saying Magical Trevor was one of the best avant-garde
Yes.
documentaries ever made.
Albino black sheep.
Yes.
Albino Black Sheep.
Yes. Or maybe the Badger website.
Yes, I agree. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
Bye, Agnes.
Thank you, Umla.
You're welcome, Agnes. I can do a pretty good strong bed, too. Want to hear it? It's me. I got an email.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Hey, it's me. I got my emails. Boxing gloves on my hands. I'll set this off to the side for now.
Master, can we go to the funeral yet?
Well, we need another, somebody do the math, but 12 subscriptions. Let's get 12 subscriptions, huh? Hey!
Let's fucking go.
That seemed like it was happening regardless of me talking about
Let's
it.
fucking go, Master.
LFG.
Do we know who did that?
It was intoxicated, Master.
New friend.
Yes.
Popped off with that one, Master.
Thank you, Intoxicated.
FR.
Intoxicated, thank you so much for your contribution. LFG is right, Theo from Eden. Let's fucking go. Thank you. We're ready to talk to another ghost. And again, I think now we only need 7 subscriptions to go to a speed wake. And I'd love to do that because I gotta take a mean piss. I gotta take a leak for real, for real.
Do you want us to bring you the empty Gatorade bottle again?
Sure, yeah. We'll have to be really, you know, put a bunch of paper towels at the bottom of it, or like napkins or something, so that when my piss hits the bottom of the cup, they don't freak out like they did last time, where they're like, someone's pissing. Thank you, Neokuru, thank you.
Incredible.
Thank you, Neokuru. All right, let's, we ready to talk to another ghost? Let's do it.
Come on.
Any ghosts out there?
Come on, let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Hello.
Down the slope you go.
Hello, spirit.
Oh, who's there? Is that someone on the cross-country track?
No, my name is Umlaut Largo. I'm a medium here in New York City. What's your name, ghost?
Oh, my name? Why, I go by many names. Coach, teacher. But my family, they have always called me Clyde Sampson Delacroix.
Okay, Clyde. I'll just call you Clyde, I think.
Sampson Delacroix.
Clyde, thank you for your name, Clyde. Clyde. You have, it looks like you weren't lying about the coach thing. You've got some binoculars and a whistle there.
When you are on the slopes, you have to be ready for anything. An avalanche, perhaps something even worse.
What would be worse than an avalanche?
Death.
True.
I feel like
When there's no dogs with barrels around to save you, you die.
oh, those tiny little barrels that they have around their neck, you know what I mean? Those little, you know what I'm
just
talking.
said that, Master.
He said whistles, didn't he?
I heard barrels.
Bells.
I heard barrels.
I think
What the
you're
fuck?
making fun of my accent.
No. But listen, here's my question for you. So you were coaching downhill skiing? Or
Yes, what else did you think I was coaching?
I couldn't really think of anything else. That's why I asked.
Thank you.
So were the people you were coaching any good, Clyde?
Why, I was coaching the Luxembourg Olympic team. They were my pride and joy, and all of them my children.
And were they good though? Is my question. I mean, you can coach a team, but were they any good? Were they competitive?
Do you have any kids? What was your name, medium?
My name is Umlaut Largo, and no, I don't have any children.
Then you must know that even if they are good, and even if they suck, they are always good. But my kids, they were good. They were very good.
My parents were never terribly supportive of my athletic endeavors, so
Is that how you ended up with this job?
rude. Have a rude question. Yes. So you were coaching. Now, you died. It looks like you died while you were coaching. So was there an avalanche? Did something hit you? What happened there, Clyde?
Well, it was time for the trials for before the Olympics, and I was ready to go.
And I knew my kids would make it because I was going to make it so that they would make it. I had my little pistol
You've
with
got a
me.
tiny gun there, a tiny little weapon.
The kind of thing that you can hide with the crack of a ski pole. But there was only one problem. I shot my dick off and bled to death because there was no Saint Bernard with a whistle to help me.
Right. You shot your dick off. Okay, well, you're not the first person to arrive in this mirror having shot off their member. But let's take a look at your tombstone. Perhaps that will help to elucidate a little bit more about your deal. Coach Clyde, he forced his Luxembourg athletics to Sibian. Also called them children. A little conflicting.
I don't know if we should use that as a verb.
Oh, France is such a lovely place. There's lots of conflicting ideas in France.
Okay, well, that's a pretty significant one. So did you have a sexual relationship with your team?
Oh, no. They had a sexual relationship with each other, but not
And
with
the
me.
Sibian, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Yeah, okay,
Yes.
well.
Not with me.
So I imagine you told them to use the Sibian as a means of, like, blowing off steam before a big competition.
I went to the Bed Bath & Beyond and I bought them all hand massagers. And I said, these are hand massagers and nothing else. And then I left the room and I don't know what happened next.
Fair enough. So you were planning to threaten them with a gun?
No, I was going to take out every other team that was going down the slope.
Oh, so arguably even worse. You were going to commit murder, or were you going to aim for their legs? Just try to hurt them?
Well, on the slopes, as we have established, with no dog around to save your life, if you aim for anything, your own dick included, you will die.
I think that's maybe where I'm struggling a little bit. How did you go from aiming outward towards some would-be murder victim to aiming at your own penis?
I like to start every run in a certain way. And I start by worshipping the gun. I worship the gun, and I point the gun at my penis.
What? But why?
You've never been to church, have you?
I guess not. We have a tombstone for you real fast. I'm sorry to interrupt. I really want to hear more about Coach Clyde. We're all glad you're dead, Coach. Now, this is interesting. It sounds like you maybe had an antagonistic relationship with your team.
Well, I wouldn't say so, but I was willing to do anything to help them win. And I guess that must have made me a bad coach. I guess I was a bad coach.
Yeah, utilizing murder as a tactic, I think, speaks to a sort of like devil-may-care attitude, a kind of flagrant disregard for morality that, if it were to be applied to other aspects of the coaching endeavor, would actually maybe means that you were kind of not a good guy. But let me ask you this: did you have some end goal in mind? You wanted them all to take home gold, I imagine, as a team.
Bronze! We wanted bronze!
It's atypical. Why would you want bronze and not gold?
Have you never been to Luxembourg, the land of bronze, my boy?
I have never been to Luxembourg, no. And it's a land of bronze?
I can tell because you don't know about pointing a gun at your dick in church, my boy. Now you're riling me up. Now I'm going to have to come. And now I'm going to have to shoot my own dick off again.
So in Luxembourg, it's the city of bronze and everybody in church points a gun at their own dick? Is that what I'm hearing? That's a Luxembourgian thing? Specifically?
Yes. Do I need to say it again?
No, I'll try my best to respect your culture, no matter how kind of goofy it sounds to me on paper. But let me just say this. How close did you come to getting the bronze in the past? Were you competitive as a team?
We were close. We had almost won. We had come in fourth. Aluminum. That's what they give you when you come in fourth. Aluminum. And then they make you clean up the podium. Oh, I hate that Apollo Antonono.
What do they give you if you come in fifth place?
If you come in fifth place, You have to sweep up the snow and tend it out to the rest of the people in town.
We have a tarot card reading for you. Let's see what it reads. Ah, yes. Who's that in the middle? I feel like I should recognize who that is. Is that the Spider-Man? Is it the little Spider-Man boy?
No.
Or just some random guy? Okay.
Is it? Is that Tom Holland?
Is that
with a
like...
beard?
Do they make Tom Holland look older? Is that what that is?
It looks a lot like my team.
Ah, yes. The
Looks like my Andrew Christian models.
the downhill skiing Andrew Christian model tarot.
Auga.
This means that I don't know, man. This one's tough for me. Maybe you have some insight. What is this?
What I see there is a team of skiers able to grow old and happy without the influence of Coach Clyde.
I know.
And maybe it's better that I am dead then. Maybe it is better that I am dead then. Than it is for me to be alive and be with them on the slopes, pointing the gun and my dick in their face all day. My dick, let me clarify, my dick was not in their face.
But the act of you pointing a gun at your dick was
But
in their
I would
face.
face away.
Fair enough. So, let's see. I mean, your tombstone basically said explicitly that they were happy you're dead.
Oui.
Yeah. Was there a particular skier on your team that had a great deal of promise, like your star protege, your star pupil?
Why, that would have to be young Martinica Gogo.
What made Martinica Go-Go so spectacular
It's
on the
all
slopes?
in his name, he a Gogo. Down the hill.
So he was your favorite skier because his name was cool?
And he a go fast down the hill. What else do you want from me? I had a guy named, his name was Peter Piper Escargot. And you know where he a go? He a go slow.
Because it's escargot is a snail, right? Is that the idea? He's slow as a snail?
Catching on.
I know a little bit of French, I guess. Look, we want to... Well, maybe we want to try to help you. Perhaps we'll put it to a vote. But would the goal be to just try our best to facilitate a bronze medal finish in the next Winter Olympics?
For Team Luxembourg. It is all I ever wanted and nothing more.
Okay, well, we have a... Let's see, what's that contribution going toward?
$5. I guess it's a phone call.
Calling Martin.
Ah, looks like we're going to call your star pupil.
Martinique.
We're going to get them on the phone. Thank you so much,
Martinique,
Pilgrim.
I hope he's well. Yes. Oh, Martinique.
Let's take a look. Let's see what they have to say. Perhaps...
Hello.
Hello,
Can you hear me?
Mr. Agogo?
Hey, it's the Monsieur Agogo.
That's
Ah, yes.
Agogo for Gogo.
Mr. Gogo, we have here on the phone with you your deceased coach, and
No, Mr. Cloud.
yes, indeed, Mr.
Martin Gogo.
Gogo for Gogo.
My friend, my star, are you still racing?
Yeah.
Leave the passion in you.
Yeah, honey, I'm in Aspen right now. I'm doing après-ski. Tomorrow's a big slalom drive.
Yes. This is good.
Yes.
This is very good for Luxembourg.
I guess my question for you, Martin Agogo, is because Mr. Clyde's not necessarily a reliable narrator in this sense. Were you all actually close to winning bronze at the Olympics as a team?
Oh, well, it's very hard. It's hard for me to speak about because it was one of the great tragedies of my life. We had been relegated to aluminum for many years, and I thought it would never happen. And as much as Coach inspired me, his libertine sexual attitude has informed the rest of my life. I do not really ever think we were contenders for the podium.
Ha!
Podium!
Ha! Pa!
Podium!
Zoot.
It sounds like the sex stuff really kind of fucked everybody up.
Totally. I've been running my whole life.
But Martin, are you adjusted as an adult?
I don't know. I mean, I go from ski town to ski town, Breckenridge to Stone Valley.
Yeah, Clyde, when did you start coaching these skiers? How young did they start in your program?
They were adults.
Yeah, I was 30.
You start skiing at 30?
Yeah.
I think the likelihood of you winning the
It
Olympics.
is abundantly clear you've never been to Luxembourg, you Luddite.
No, yeah, I was just sort of
Would
hanging
that
out.
make me a Luddite?
I was hanging around with my friends, and the coach said, "You look like you could go down fast. You could go." Wait. I thought I could.
And that was just based on a look. I imagine when he heard your name, he was like,
Yeah. He can make anyone's name like fit into a logic, you know? I bet even he could somehow twist Mr. Umlaut into being a good skier.
I think I could.
Go,
well,
coach.
my last name is Largo.
Largo go?
Oh my god!
Largo go fast!
Well, wow. Hey, pass me that grape jelly.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm a jockey about.
So I think we've lighted upon a potential solution here for you, Martin. Based on my last name, I should be actually a very good skier. Let's put it to a vote. Should I, Umlaut Largo, pay for a flight out to Luxembourg to compete in the next Winter Olympics, where I will compete as a downhill skier for the national team of Luxembourg?
If you are willing to keep me on and help you from over here.
No, you're uninvolved.
Okay, never mind.
Can we get Fabio to like sit in for you?
He's increasingly tough to book. I think he when we first had him on, he they didn't really realize that he could come back as a ghost, and since then now he's on The View regularly.
Yeah,
He's just tough to nail down.
Kind of quiet.
Yeah,
Alright.
he's ghosting us.
He's hot. So true.
He's ghosting us. Get it?
Oh.
What?
He's get it? Get it? Ghosting us.
Good one, master.
Is it pretty good?
What is ghost?
What is ghost?
What is it?
Un spectre, coach.
Oh,
Spectre,
Oh, yeah.
ouais.
Un spectre.
Ouais.
Oh, Fabio, spectre. Huh?
Jesus Christ! No more French people in the mirror for a while, okay?
Hey,
What do you have against that? I'm from Luxembourg.
That's
Hey.
France. That's France.
hey, why do you be so cruel?
Hey, you bring it out of me, you French fuckers.
Oh my god.
You bring it out of
I'm going
me.
to call Vicky Creeps, and she's going to come kick your ass.
Go ahead. The only.
After the council has voted, they said yes, you should fly.
Okay, well, we'll start working on that as best we can. I'll probably just start running downhill occasionally to train. You know,
That's good.
There's a street in our city with like a pretty sharp incline.
Here's what I want you to do to train. This is the one thing I will leave you with. What I want you to do is I want you to tie blocks to your hands, tie blocks to your feet, get the gun, and go get a massager, and you'll figure it out. You'll figure it out. You're old. How old are you?
I'm 30.
30. That's the perfect age to start.
Okay, well, that's not great. I guess I can give it a shot now.
And you should point the gun at his dick, right?
I didn't want to lead the horse to water, but this guy kind of seems like I had to.
We've been taking notes, master.
Does the gun have to be loaded?
Do you want to be good?
I guess, for the purposes of fulfilling this unfinished business.
Then load the gun.
Okay, fair enough. I can't dispute that. I can't argue with that. Fair enough. All right, well, thank you so much. What was your name, Clyde?
Clyde, Coach Clyde, Teacher Clyde, Coach Clyde.
Coach Clyde, thank you so much for your time. I'll see you on the slopes.
See you on the slope.
You'll be watching from above.
And from below.
And from below,
From
yeah.
the tip of your dick to the tip of your nose, from up above to down below, Coach Clyde will go.
I hate fucking hearing that. I hate hearing that. Bye-bye. Okay, well, I'm serious about there being a moratorium on the French stuff for a minute because it's just something, it's something so onerous about the tone that they take. You know what I mean? I'm a francophobe, I guess. Chantal Ackerman clears. She's the only one allowed, but she's from Belgium, technically. So, oh, and Claire Denis, but that's a different conversation. She also clears. Oh yeah, but again, he got eaten alive out there. So he's like, we can claim him.
Okay.
The world can claim him. He's no longer French. That's my take. What about Agnes Varda? Shit. Okay, there. Look, We'll take their filmmakers, and then the rest we can just leave there on that.
Crepes.
Pancakes are better. Pancakes are better. We all know pancakes are better. All right, let's try to speak with another ghost here. But again, we only need 5 more subscriptions before we go to our speed wake. So let's try to get those, huh? Someone is saying cigarettes. I don't think those are explicitly French. They make a fucking meal out of smoking them.
What about French cigarettes?
French cigarettes? We can keep those too. I figure the filmmakers will have those with them.
What about the croissant?
What about the croissant? I don't know. I feel like we've claimed that now at this point. We've butchered the shit out of it. It's barely what they understood it to be when they made it.
Pan chocolat.
Okay, look. Okay, we'll keep the filmmakers. We'll keep the baked goods. And some of us, I suppose, can decide to keep the rather libertine way that they deal with sex. We can keep that as well.
Do we have to keep the guy who made the artist?
He can stay there. He might as well be American. All right, that's it with the frog stuff. It's over. Hey, there we go. We got 5. Now, do we want to do the next character, or do we want to go to the speedway so that I can take a piss? My vote's for the second one.
I'm not too married to this guy.
Well, we can bring him back.
Sure.
You can put on a different hat, Rocky.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Alright, so
we're doing the speedway.
Gassing the car up!
Here we go.
Hold on, let me just. Alright. Hey. Hey, welcome to the Now York Funeral Home. If you're here, that means one of your dearly beloved seems to have kicked the bucket. What a shame. Unfortunately, we don't have time to attend all 3 of these funerals, and so it's gonna be up to you. Okay, you guys get the idea. You, the viewer at home, click on the funeral that you'd like to attend. Are you here to mourn Mrs. Puff, notable boarding school driver, teacher? Are you here to mourn Larry the Tomate, who was a Christian tomato? Or Bobby from the movie Greta Gerwig? So which one of these wonderful, I'm gonna say people, are you here to mourn Big Fat Fish, Little Red Fruit, or the pretty plastic Life in Plastic? It's so wonderful. Folks, click on the one you want. Can't click on the chat. Chat is not dead, unfortunately. Alright guys, it's looking like the tomato is going to be the one that we are mourning today. So we're gonna go ahead and in just a moment we'll close that out. And if you wouldn't mind reminding me, because I do a gajillion of these things a day, how did Larry and we can close that out now. It's gonna be the tomato. Can you guys remind me how it is that Larry the Tomato died? What was it that happened to him? I can't remember. Heinz got his ass raptured by God. Marinara, cooking mishap. Okay, so yeah, this one seems kind of like a gimme. He was turned into some sort of sauce or condiment. Yeah, we're all there. Ate too much ass. Okay, that's one that I did not expect to see. But we're getting a lot of like, he got turned into some kind of food. Tax fraud is not a way to die. That's a crime. I don't think anyone's ever died of tax fraud. We're gonna go with he got turned into some kind of food, but we'll get some more of the details about what exactly transpired probably through some of these eulogies. So without further ado, let's head on over to the casket. Folks, friends, family of Larry the Tomat, you all knew this guy probably. That's why you're here. But we've got some people here who know him especially well, and they're gathered just to my off-screen. They're gonna come in and say a few nice words about their relationship with Larry, and maybe tell you some things you might not have known about him in his life. So without too much further ado, let's bring out the first friend or family member of Larry. You got 90 seconds.
Name's Milk. Larry and I met in the last dish that we collaborated on, and they used all of them. They used every part of the buffalo. It looked good, apparently. It was orzo. You had a little squirt of lemon in there. Some minced garlic, roasted. It's Bob the tomato. Larry's the cucumber.
Oh, fuck.
Larry's the cucumber. We let you do that for like an hour.
That's what happens when you have a Jew host this thing.
Yeah. And me, a Christian Scientist. Look, Larry, Bob was so ready. He was so ready to give himself because he knew that Jesus had his back. Me, not so much. I wasn't so sure. I'm always so nervous. I'm always so nervous all the time. But I was inspired by Bob's gumption. Anyway, I'm gonna sing him a song just out of tribute. Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high. Somewhere over the rainbow, I'm gonna die.
That's your time.
That was from that fat guy. Is.
Hi, my name is Jamie. I'm a gay Christian. Yeah. Andrew Christian isn't the only gay Christian out there. There are just some of us that are normal and feel unaddressed by both of our communities. And Bob, let me be me. He was such a pillar in the Christian gay community. I'm a hairdresser, and I know that's a stereotype, but one cannot fully deny oneself and what they love, and I love hair. And when they sang "Where Is My Hairbrush," I felt that in my core. I have looked for my hairbrush before, not been able to find it, and I know that God is on my side. And so, as I just really am thankful for him and all the other gay Christians out there for doing all that they've done for our community. So I'm gonna miss you so much, Bob.
2 seconds left. Nope. Okay.
Gay Christian can do that.
9 seconds.
Wait, what happened to your hairbrush?
That's time.
Good. Excellent.
Hi everyone. My name is Milton Turnpike.
And Bob was my best friend. Now I know all of you are thinking, where's Larry? Where's Larry? Larry's been away for a while, and we don't talk about that. But I was here for Bob, and Bob was here for me. If you can't tell, I'm the owner of Domino's. And that was hard for Bob. Same thing as I'm a vehement Satanist. So it was hard for me that Bob loved God. But we made it work. That's what happens when you live in a cul-de-sac together. You make it fucking work. Bob was my best friend. From lounging in the pool to going up to that big, mean Dill Pickles house for Christmas every year. He will be missed. Which is why I'm here to tell everyone that here at Domino's, we've got something special for you. It's a Bob pie. And we'll be serving the Bob pie tonight at the reception. So come on, everybody. It's just what he wanted. Bob pie.
Fuck.
Oh, it smells great.
Hi, I'm Linguinji. I'm from the movie. A lot of people are a fan of my movie because of the rat that controlled me. But I actually am my own guy, and I knew this tomato because he was in my restaurant for a while. He was in the produce bin. And to be honest, I want to talk about the rat thing. I know this is about Bob, but like, the rat made me do some crazy shit, and it wasn't my fault. All those people that I touched inappropriately, that was the rat. Okay? I didn't want to do any of that. I was saying, stop, rat. I don't want to be touching that person there. They've already said they don't want that. But the rat, he was there. He was like, go for it. So if you hear any weird stuff about me and about how I acted inappropriately, just know me, Lingini, I didn't want to do any of that stuff. It was this stinking rat who was in my hair grabbing me saying, why don't you just take advantage of that person? I didn't want to do that. I'm a nice guy. I just want to cook up some food, have a nice restaurant. The rat, though, this guy's all right.
Seem kind of unrelated.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Hey. It's, do I get a timer or,
Oh, yeah.
I know. I don't get out much anymore, but I'm Hot Dog. And, you know, Bob and I were buds. I guess butt buds is one way you can say it. We were lovers, and I'm not here to make light of that, okay? Me.
I wasn't gonna say butt buds.
Me.
I think that's crass.
Bob and Onion, we really got along a lot. We would get into a bun together, do a lot of stuff. Sex, people, sex. It's you know, we should just kind of be open about it, okay? There's nothing wrong with it. We were a throuple. We were a power throuple. Mostly in my 20s when I was doing so much booger sugar, but I'm a changed man now. Bob went to religion. Me, I found Taekwondo.
Can you do some for us right now?
Sure, I'll do some steps. How much time do I have?
25 seconds.
Yeah,
All right, cool. So I'll just do a little movement here. This is rudimentary camo belt movement.
Camo belt?
Yeah, it's like the 5th level.
Yeah. Do you have to make the noise to do it?
Yes, it's like tennis.
Okay.
Thanks. I'll miss them a lot.
That was so sad. I mean, at the very least, we know he'll enter the kingdom of heaven. Right? I think we're all pretty much on the same page with that. Hey, but you know, it looks like we'll only need another 10 subs to go back. Perhaps we can mourn Barbie. Or the fat fish. That rotund fish. That chunky little fish.
What the fuck, man?
From the show, from the television program.
I like them big sometimes.
And she's a great educator. Exactly.
It's true. Well, was she very good though? I mean, like at some point, it's.
What's your vendetta against her?
I'm just saying, that's her whole deal. She's quite big.
She's also a widow.
She's also wait from who? Who passed away?
Her husband.
Wow, incredible. I forgot about that. I forget more than I'll ever know.
So true.
It's the nature of time's passage, I guess. Anyway, we're talking with ghosts. If you want to get somebody from the ghost life on the phone, it costs as much as it reads that it costs down there. And then if you subscribe, we'll take a look at the tombstone, yada yada yada, etc, etc, etc. Join the Discord. There should be a link to the Discord. You can submit tarot card images that we'll use as we're talking to the ghost. Like this one here. Drink like Peter, smoke like Brian, think like Stewie, swag like Lois, fuck like Quagmire. Tarot.
Swag like Lois.
Swag like Lois. Every time I see Lois, I think, there goes a swagged out girl. There goes a swagged out woman.
Me too.
What about the chicken?
The chicken?
I'm the chicken.
Fight like the chicken. Fight like the giant chicken. Pretty great. Let's see if we can talk to another ghost, though, huh? Any ghosts out there? Hello, ghost. Any ghosts? Hello, spirit.
25 years of my life is still trying to get up that great big hill of hope.
Is that a member of Four Non-Blondes?
For a destination.
Hey, you. Hey, ghost. Hello, ghost.
I realized quickly
ghost.
when I knew I should
hey,
that the world was made up of this brotherhood
ghost
of man.
Ghost, take out your headphones, ghost.
Or whatever that means.
Ghost, take out your headphones.
And so I cry sometimes when I'm lying in bed just to get it all out what's in my head.
The ghost is listening to What's Up by Four Non-Blondes with his headphones on.
Julia.
If you can't tell, that's what's happening.
In the morning and I step outside and I take a deep breath and I get right and I scream at the top of my lungs what's going on.
And I say,
And I say, hey, hey, yeah, yeah, hey, hey, yeah.
I said, hey,
what's going on? And I said,
I said, hey, what's going on?
What's going on?
Ghost! Ghost! Oh my god. Ghost! 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 Take him!
And I try.
Ghost, listen to me. Can you hear me?
Where the heck am I?
Ghost, you died.
No.
Yes.
Come on.
Yes.
Come on.
I know your spirit may be soaring, and you may feel more alive than you've ever felt because you're listening to What's Up by Four Non-Blondes, but in truth, Ghost, you've passed away.
Yeah, I felt like I was levitating whenever I listened to that song.
What's your name, Ghost?
Oh, Scoot Potato.
What is that, Irish?
Probably. You know, because they had that famine.
Right, exactly. Now, are you are you a janitor? What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm a custodian at Billy Bob Thornton University.
Oh, fantastic. That's a reputable, prestigious university here in town. Now, how long have you been working there?
Gosh. When did Attack of the Clones come out?
When did Attack of the Clones come out? I think like 2004? 2003?
Oh, yeah, the towers just came down. And I got my job at Billy Bob Thornton U.
Are those two things related at all? Or is that just how you remember when that happened?
You know, it's just kind of like a BC AD kind of thing for people in the modern century.
Right, of course, naturally enough. Now, did you have it, I mean, so, did you want to be a custodian from the time you were a young person, or did you have other goals for yourself?
Lord, no. I mean, gosh, I wanted inline skating to have a real go for it at the on the kind of mainstream scale like skateboarding gets. I only took off in Japan, though.
So, were you good at inline skating?
You know, I could teach a couple 9-year-olds, but I wouldn't be going down any rails like I was at Templeton or something like that.
May I ask you a question, sir?
Yeah, go ahead.
You're still cleaning.
What's that?
You're still cleaning.
Yeah.
You're dead. You don't need to clean anything anymore. You're free of that duty.
Oh, but it gave me purpose. I feel good doing this.
It gave you purpose.
You know when you go in the shower or you're driving your car and you like sing better all of a sudden?
What, you mean like in private? You feel like you're a better singer than if you're in public? Is that what you mean?
What? What are we talking about?
You said singing in the shower.
It's the fumes. I black out sometimes. Anyway, when I clean, I sing the best.
Oh, so okay. So did you want to be a professional singer as well, or did you just...
Nah. Just kind of like an irrelevant point, I suppose.
Okay, well...
Back when Rock Band 1 came out, golly gosh, jeez. I was a hit around the youth center. I would just bring out the Hoover, a mop.
So you would go to karaoke.
Swiffer.
So you would go to karaoke night with a vacuum or some other means of cleaning. You'd clean the stage while singing.
Yep.
Okay, that's a pretty clutch move, actually. I feel like that might work for a lot of people.
It worked with the ladies.
You were pulling?
Yeah, around 2007 and 8, yeah.
Yeah. Been kind of dry since then, is that it?
It's tough. It's tough. I don't know computer that well.
You feel that that's the way to pull nowadays is via computer?
It's just so crucial. It's just so crucial to be online. Me, I got like 2 websites that I like checking out.
What are those 2 websites?
The Domino's Pizza Tracker and Netflix.
What are you watching on Netflix nowadays?
Ah, man. When was that,
Tywin, who are we getting on the phone, pal?
It's that fella from Teen Wolf. And, the woman from, Love Actually, who had the brother who was crazy. And then they had that teenage girl. And they had all that money. And they were, up in the mountains. And they were, like, putting their money in the laundry machines. You know, the guy from, he was, like, the best friend in The Sweetest Thing.
Mank.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Are you talking about Mank?
Saw Mank wasn't my thing. Oh, by the way, Mindhunter. Isn't it a shame we don't get a 3rd season of Mindhunter?
Master, we've got a phone call.
It's got the guy...
Let's take a look.
He
Let's
was
get
in
somebody on the
Dodgeball.
phone, huh?
He had a cameo in Dodgeball. He was very funny in it. His sister's an actor.
Hey, I'm here. Well, I hear that snapping. I know that snapping.
What's going on?
Who are you?
Are you talking to the rock band guy?
Yeah, the guy who goes and does the karaoke with the vacuum cleaner.
He killed me.
You're talking to Scoot Potato, and it's Ozarks. That's the show I was
Scoot Potato, you killed someone?
What? Oh, yeah.
Oh, what? When? How?
God, when was that? 2003?
2004.
Oh, right. Yes, of course. Sorry about that.
That's okay. I'm glad we're still hanging out here, though.
It's nice to hear your voice.
Oh, I remember what you used to do up there.
Yeah.
When you sang Take Me Out by Franz Ferdinand.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah. Oh, yeah, and I had the Clorox and the rag. And I was on my knees.
I say, don't you know? You say you don't know. I say, take me out.
Yeah,
I move this guy.
How did he kill you? Did I miss that?
Well, I was going up right after him, and I slipped in the wipe fluid, and I cracked my skull, and he just cleaned it on up.
I made the floor too clean. Sue me. They did.
Master, what's this guy's name again?
Scoot something.
Scoot Potato.
Scoot
Potato.
Scoot Potato.
We've got a tombstone for Scoot.
Yeah, let's take a look at that. Here lies Scoot Potato.
Well, there's a fact and a half.
He killed someone. Scoot, do you feel guilty? Do you feel any sort of guilt?
Of course I do.
Singing through it though.
Well, you gotta. How else you gonna make it through this
Forgive you,
life?
though.
He forgave me already.
So
See?
kind of just a non-event.
This is not a problem. I killed the guy.
We
Sure.
already talked to another medium before.
Yeah.
Really? Both of you at the same time?
Yeah.
This
Okay,
is
confirmed.
old dirty laundry.
Okay, well then we can hang up.
Isn't that the fella that did that Shimmy Shimmy Ya song?
Hank, what?
Old dirty laundry.
What the fuck?
Shimmy
man?
Shimmy Ya,
Okay.
shimmy him, shimmy him.
Okay,
Give me the mic so I can take him away.
Here's my plan. Okay? You ready? We're gonna take a look at this tarot card.
Sorry, I had one ear in.
That's fine.
That's what you sound like?
Get ready to put it back in. Let's take a look at this tarot card, okay?
Okay.
And then I have a request for you. Ah, yes.
Yeah.
The Michael Jordan fuck them kids tarot.
Uh-huh.
This means that at some point in your life, in order to be successful, you had to ignore the well-being of children.
Sure.
When was this?
Well, before I got the job at Billy Bob Thornton U, I was working at the elementary school, and some kids induced vomiting on my shoes in front of everyone else in the lunchroom. So I grabbed a kid by the skull and forced his face into his own vomit to kind of make a example of him in front of all the children. Tell him not to fuck with the janitor. Point being, I got fired, even though I got the respect from all the teachers. So I was walking down the hall around 3:30 p.m. All the kids are gone except for the daycare kids, and they're all the way over across the baseball field. And all the teachers were just kind of doing a... carried me on their shoulders. We went to Islands after.
Bottomless fries?
Oh, you betcha.
Okay, well,
That place the best.
with that in mind, Scoot Potato, here's my request for you, because it seems like this was your raison d'etre to begin with anyway. Why don't you go ahead and give us another taste of your karaoke skills? You go ahead and start cleaning, you put your headphones back on, and you just go to town, huh?
By all means. This place is a little musty, so I can just go ahead and be like the ghost janitor if that's okay.
Let it ride, let it rock.
Sing along if you know it. In the time of chimpanzees, I was a monkey. Butane in my veins, I'm out to cut the junkie with the plastic eyeballs. Spray paint the vegetables, dog food skulls with the beefcake pantyhose. Kill the headlights and put them in neutrals. The car flaming with the loser in the cruise control. Babies in Reno with the vitamin D. Got a couple of couches, sleep on the love seat. Someone keeps saying I'm insane to complain about a shotgun wedding and the stain on my shirt. Don't breathe everything that you breathe. You get a parking violation and a magnet on your sleeve. So shave your face with some mace in the dark. Saving all your food stamps and burning down a trailer park. Hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
Cut
Got
it.
it. I'm a loser, baby. So why don't you kill me?
Get crazy with the cheese whiz. That Beck is crazy. That guy's a nut.
Yep, pretty
That guy's
crazy.
a nut.
Pretty crazy stuff. Hey, did you have any unfinished business to deal with while you were alive?
32 kids. I had 32 of them.
That you sired personally?
Yeah. They're all in kindergarten right now. That was a crazy
Was
year.
this... how many women were these children a product of?
27. It's a troubling ratio, isn't it?
You had 27 women impregnated.
You know, you'd be
32
surprised.
children.
About 18 of them are from one woman.
Wait, what?
I gotta go.
Okay, no, wait. That we had a lot of runway with that.
What time is it?
That had a lot of runway.
I turned it off.
All right.
Okay.
I gotta go to the bathroom.
That means that there were a few children who were the product of more than one woman. Right? Because again, let's game this out. 18 were from one woman. 32 children in total, 27 women in total. So do the math on that.
Master, the only math I'm doing is that 10 subs minus the one we already got means we only need 9.
We only need 9 more subscriptions to go back to the speed wake. Something to think about. And hey, listen to some older Beck. Why not? Might have a good time. Whoa! Wow! Hey, look at this. See, Intoxicated. Wow, $25. Is that just a...
Those as subs? I don't know.
We could. Well, let's ask him. What does he want to do? Does he want to go to the speed wake, or what's the plan? Rest in peace, Pee Wee Herman says better off Ted, and it only took us an hour and a half to bring that up.
Just get the wheels greased. We'll count that as 5 subs.
Okay, hey, 5 subs, perfect. So then we only need 4 more subscriptions. But before we get 4 more subscriptions, let's try to talk to one more ghost, and then we'll go from there, huh? Dinsdale Piranha, maybe next time. Maybe next time. I think there's definitely more there. All right. Any ghosts out there? Hello, ghosts. Any ghost? Any ghosts? Oh. Hello there.
Bonjour.
Oh, you're not French, are you?
I am French. My name is Jacques d'Arc. I'm Joan of Arc's dad.
You're Joan of Arc's dad.
Yeah.
Wow. Hey, thank you, Plastic Citizen, for the 5 subscriptions. You're Joan of Arc's dad. You don't sound French. You don't have a French accent.
This is how we talked in the Middle Ages.
Oh,
the French
perfect.
accent came later.
Okay. So how do you feel about your child?
She's a bad girl. Do you know the Pope?
Do I personally know the Pope?
Yeah, you have a funny hat like he does.
It's not nearly funny as his hat, don't you think? His hat's pretty elaborate.
Yeah, but yours is sort of funny in how simple it is.
I guess that's true. I've thought that myself. But, so you're asking if I know the Pope. I know him in a general sense. I know of him.
Here's the thing. I've heard that Joan of Arc, after I died, went on to become a saint.
Yes.
And I think that's a crock of shit. Joan of Arc was I want Joan's status as a saint to get stripped. She was a bad girl who didn't do her chores. And I don't think saints should be like that.
Jacques, was that her most significant infraction, was failing to do chores, to take out ye old trash?
Yeah, she wouldn't take the potato skins out to the big pit behind the house. She spent all the
You had a big pit of potato skins?
Of course, and also where we kept all of our other stuff.
What other stuff?
You know, rinds from cheeses, hoofs from animals that have failed.
You just had a big hole in the back of the yard for detritus?
Yeah, we were peasants. We weren't living in Versailles, although she got plenty cozy with those Versailles types later in her life. Nasty girl.
She actually didn't, it seemed like. It seemed like she actually had a kind of a tough break. Are you familiar with her being burned at the stake?
Yeah, but wasn't she friends with that weird little fairy prince boy? Ooh, if I saw him around Dom Remy, our hometown, I would have forked him up. I would taken my fork and sprung his little ass.
You got that fork ready to go, huh? You keep that thing on you?
Of course, I use it for hay bales and messing up little twinks talking to my daughter. You know what? She never washed the pigs.
Would twinks make passes at Joan?
Totally, she had an androgyne look. She was almost a twink herself. And how despicable. She could have been wearing her hair braided and going to the local dance, delivering milk jugs to the priest. What'd she do? Listen to St. Michael and St. Catherine in her ear. What a dishonorable daughter. And I think the Pope should de-saint her. She's nasty. And tell her to come home and do her chores.
Now, as much as I would like to help you out, Jacques, and give you some peace from beyond the grave.
Please, I'm begging for it.
A lot of people would say that your daughter actually served Kant. It was very...
She what?
Good Lord, Master.
What did she serve?
A lot of...
Served Kant.
She said...
What? What on earth?
Kant.
A lot of people would say that she was kind of a girl boss, that she was kind of crushing it.
Well, I wish that girl was bossing all of the pigs around our property instead of slaying down the streets.
You know, a girl can be many things. They can boss the pigs around, they can deliver the milk, and they can also be kind of a religious icon. So you're trying to box in a girl boss who stayed winning. And I think...
I don't care if she stayed winning. I wish she won the beauty pageant in our town for most eligible peasant's daughter, settled down and had 6 kids, and I'd come over visit on the weekends. But no, she got herself burned.
Did we have somebody who was going to be on the phone, or is that... No, I'm sorry. I saw somebody leaning toward the phone.
The only phone we need is you calling the Pope, telling him to strip that girl.
You know, I suppose if somebody wanted to pay $5, we could try to get the Pope on the phone. I think it's going to be... Here, we need more evidence other than your personal vendetta to support having her defrocked or whatever.
The evidence is in the state of our floors. They were dusty and dirty. Look at the linens in our small home. Nasty. You think a saint should have a home full of cockroaches?
So you asked me... Here's my question. You asked me... if I knew the Pope.
Yep.
Let me ask you, do you know a young woman by the name of Britney Spears?
I haven't heard of her. I hope she is milking a goat.
Like the Bible of yore, like the Old Testament, she had 1 or 2 commandments herself.
Like what?
And I think if you had come to her with this little interrogative of yours, hey, get the Pope involved to de-saint my daughter because she wouldn't clean the forest, Britney Spears would have a little word for you. Would you like to hear it?
Okay.
You better work, bitch.
Hey, I'm gonna spear you. Was that a threat? Was that a threat?
But I'm just saying, you should put in work yourself. If your floors weren't clean, you shouldn't have waited for your girl to come clean them.
You think I haven't been breaking my back, cutting logs and tussling hay? You think that I am such a coward that I would accuse my daughter of work that I myself do not do?
That was unfair of me to make that rash judgment, and I apologize.
Is it so bad for me to want my daughter not to have burned alive?
But that's not what you want. You want me to just call the Pope.
Yes.
And do you the favor of having her removed as an official saint of the Catholic Church.
Because maybe then she'd come back home. She's partying with the saints all the time.
Oh, you're dead, she's dead. None of that's happening.
And why does she never visit? Because she's partying with Saint Sebastian.
Oh, so I see. So you're both in heaven. And if the Pope were to say she's no longer a saint, then she wouldn't be able to kick it with St. Peter.
Yeah, that nasty gatekeeper.
Yeah.
I think that she's never visited once, her mother and I, in all of these millennia in heaven. Is that a good daughter? Is that a saintess?
Well, you know, some people...
Who?
Would say, people here right now, would say that she was giving rebel. Giving rebel. And that as a rebel, it's her prerogative to cast her parents aside.
Yeah? What I would like to jump through the screen and give it, and I'll have these people commenting. I'd like for them to spend one day on a farm in France. It's not in France. I know you feel something fresh about France, but France is not all bonbons and pain au chocolat. Sometimes France is going through the back, the hole in the back of your house to find the Bible that accidentally got thrown out with the petunia skins.
Thank you very much.
We're hearing from our council of mediums that you're kind of you're giving trad dad. That you're being a very traditional father. And that's all well and good. I can respect that to a certain degree. I'm trying to, really, more than anything, I'm trying to play devil's advocate, okay?
Oh, well, and so then why don't you actually be what a devil's advocate would do and try to get someone unsainted? That's what a devil's advocate would do.
Well, a devil's advocate would try to desaint somebody who deserves to be or who deserves to be sainted. So that would be wrong of me to do.
Well, wouldn't you just bend your advocacy for a second and have my daughter come visit me? Maybe bring in some fresh veal or something? We're hungry over in this poor part of heaven.
We have someone here on the phone. Perhaps it will be someone pertinent to our discussion. Let's see who it is.
I hope so.
Hey, it's me. It's one of the two popes.
Oh, there are two popes? So you guys should be easier for you to desaint her because you can split the work in half.
Hey, this ain't gonna be no desainting. I know why.
Pope Benedict XVI, welcome to my show. It's great to have you here. You've been a tough get, but we're glad we could nail you down. Your schedule is all over the fucking place.
They're showing football matches up here all the time, man.
Now, Pope Benedict XVI, are you referring to European football or American football?
What European? What is this question, man? We're Italian, man.
Oh, so yeah, football. I guess that makes sense. I should have assumed that.
Hey, how are you watching these football games on a big screen TV in the Pope's part of heaven?
I'm watching it on my video now.
Your video now? What is that?
What's a video now?
Sounds a little antiquated, Pope.
It's what they got in heaven, man. They got a video now up in heaven, man. You give us a little cartridge. It comes up through the clouds from a stork. It's a reverse baby, man.
It's what?
It's a reverse baby. The stork goes and gets the cartridges of the football games and brings it to heaven.
You know, one time I got Soren Kierkegaard on the phone. He was saying that he watches most of his stuff on a PSP.
A PSP?
He guys they make little PSP discs so he can watch, Ted Lasso on it.
That's exactly, man. Kierkegaard, man. That's my motherfucker.
Fair enough, man. Fair enough. Really cool. We have a tarot card reading for you, Jacques. Ah, yes.
Just go for it.
I feel like if I say this out loud, I'll have a stroke. Full fart, I style it too. Daryl. This.
Ah, yes.
Now that looks like a good daughter. That looks like a good daughter.
This means that at some point in your life, your daughter rode a horse, which would have been crazy back then.
No, she was always riding a horse instead of coming home and flossing her mother's teeth, full of maggots as they were.
She was just telling me about that, man.
The last time you saw Joan?
I saw her today. We were watching France v. U.S.
France versus U.S.?
Yeah.
So she has time to watch a horrible game and she would never even come talk to me and her mother?
She was telling me, man, that she wished she could talk to you right now.
What the heck? Where is she?
She's busy.
What?
Burning at the stake up here.
For fun?
Yeah.
Why?
She said she liked it.
It's a trauma response or something?
She's trying to work some stuff out.
Oh, God, they got therapists over in heaven for popes and saints.
It's like kink, It's like when somebody's been sexually abused and they kind of like play that out in the bedroom in a safe environment where it's all consenting parties are on the same page about, barriers.
Pope, it's me, Federico Fellini. We got the new Video Now cartridge. It's one episode of Fairly Odd Parents.
Fellini?
Federico Fellini.
I better go.
My favorite film of yours is Juliet of the Spirits. I know you probably don't get that a lot.
Mine's Cinema Paradiso.
And I like Knights of Cabiria.
You didn't do that.
And he just told me he loves that episode where the Crimson Chin comes to town.
What's that?
What?
Where my old head's at? I gotta get Butch Hartman on the horn, man. He's gonna come out here, he's gonna fling on some Danny Phantom's drums on you, man. He's gonna come down there, he's gonna whoop your ass with the dimmadome, man. I'm gonna get Frankie Muniz, the original voice of Chet, out there to whoop on your butt Dimsdale style, man. And I'm telling you, you don't mess with the first Pope.
gonna mess with you. I want you to get my daughter to come visit me.
You are the 16th Pope Benedict. You're not even the first Pope Benedict.
I'm the first of the two popes, babes.
No, all you are is a coastal elite. The Holy See? There's a coast attached to that, probably.
It's pronounced Amalfi. It's where I was born.
Will my daughter come talk to me even once, or is she too busy doing her kink cycle?
She told every time we light her up, she goes, "Yassify me, Captain."
Who's the captain?
Well, I'm gonna give you a hint. He's always asking where the rum's gone.
No. No.
So it's Pope Benedict the 16th, Joan of Arc, and Captain Jack Sparrow kicking it, watching Fairly Odd Parents on their PSPs. Is that what I'm hearing?
And you forgot about Mr. Fellini, man.
Federico Fellini, who apparently made Cinema Paradiso.
And all I can do is watch horrible cave paintings in my part of heaven with some of the worst dead people.
Why don't you come up here?
Name a few.
Wait, yeah, who's down there with you?
Columbine guys.
Which one? Eric or Dylan?
Both.
They in heaven.
And they're clicky. They're really clicky.
I guess if you contribute enough to the Doom modding community, you get into heaven.
That's exactly it.
You don't want to know who else is in that modding community, man.
I got lots of friends over here.
Ernest.
So I gotta watch it with all these sociopaths while Joan is kicking with the creme de la creme.
Ernest made Doom mods. That's really cool. That's really funny to think about. Oh, okay. Oh, man. Wow.
Pope.
That's really something.
What is it, sir?
Will you strip Joan? If she's all into being burned and stuff, could it be kinky for her to not be a saint anymore?
I'll have to consult all the other saints that are up here. There are quite a lot, but we meet once a week for punch.
What? Like
punch? I mean, of all the things you could drink, you're just having
you know, God's cheap.
I know that. We're watching a cave wall, me and the boys.
Say less, King.
Will you? Mr. Pope.
Yes.
Will you strip her? Strip her of the sainthood.
Yes, I will strip her.
Okay. Okay, do it now.
She's not a saint no more.
Now, good. Will you give her my address?
Yeah, what is it? 123 what?
123, the big cave with the guys with the guns.
Oh, got it. Yeah, I know where that is.
Yeah, it's a horrible part of town.
On Cave with the Guys Road. Oh, yeah. I mean, you know, pretty incredible.
We're sitting in the hell.
No, what? No. Oh, well, I guess they got your clothes. You know what?
We gotta do other stuff.
You're sending me to hell?
Yeah.
I'm coming with you, man.
What the heck?
Jacques, you got closure, though. You got closure. Desainted. Wow. Oh, my God. Wow. It's going to be a whole lot less cool for women to have short haircuts for a little while. They all agree. They all agree. Pope Benedict XVI kind of sounded like a panicked surfer guy. You ever think about that? Like some minor character from a Tarantino film who shot somebody's head off.
Played by Eric Stoltz.
Played by Eric Stoltz. Yes, an Eric Stoltz character, Pope Benedict XVI.
Maybe these days, Billy Madness.
Yeah,
Exactly.
probably.
Someone said he sounded like Bobcat Goldthwait.
Yeah, I heard that too. That's a good point. Really good point. So, hey, thank you so much for joining us this evening. This is probably the last you'll see of me. So, enjoy the speed wake, and we'll see you next time. And just remember, if you're getting burned at the stake, you're valid as hell, Queen. Slay.
Look who it is again. Ah, gosh. I hate to see you here again so soon. It seems that you've lost another loved one from your life. Well, welcome to the Now York funeral home. You've lost one of these 3 people in your life, and now it's up to you to click on which one of them you want to mourn. So, is it going to be the fat fish, Miss Puff, beloved driver's ed teacher? Is it going to be the entire cast of Zoe 101? Who I guess died in some freak accident?
Did you know they just released a reboot?
They rebooted
Zoe
it.
102?
Yeah, well, this is Zoe 101. Or is it going to be BRB, who is a pink menace in the movie right now? It's looking like we're leaning towards cast of... It's looking like we're leaning towards the entire cast of Zoe 101. But of course, we'll give you a moment now to decide. What a shame. Zoe, the hot bully guy, Chase, Victoria Justice is in there, the nerdy girl, the black guy, all of your friends. And of course, some people are clicking on my dick. That's when you know it's time to close out the poll. All right, folks, it's a runaway. We are going to be mourning the cast of Zoe 101. So let's head on over to the casket. Okay, and we can get rid of... Whoa, okay, we just teleported. We can get rid of all the circles.
How?
It should just be like reset or stop, clear, close. There we go. Anyway, folks, we are gathered here to mourn 6 people who we've crammed into this one casket at their request. Yes, the cast of Zoe 101 was more than just a cast of a beloved Nickelodeon television show from the early 2000s. It was a family. And so they requested to have their funeral together. It's almost as if they knew they were all gonna die in one freak accident, which maybe we'll learn a little bit more about during this no timer. Yeah, no, I don't know these people. I'm just the host. In a moment, we're gonna bring out friends and family who are much closer and probably know how these guys died. And they'll tell you a little bit about how they knew the cast of Zoe 101, which I guess we're gonna treat as sort of like a Keystone Cops sort of thing that all just kind of exist as a unit. All right, let's bring out the first family or friend.
I did one day of background work on Zoe 101. There was a day when Jamie Lynn, she looked at me. She looked at me. I was in line for Crafty, and they had the tiny little donuts, like the Hostess donuts, but they didn't have the powdered sugar one, which was my favorite. They had the glazed one, and I was getting the glazed one, and she was there, and she was no. She was also in line. She was getting an iced coffee, which was at the time not as popular as it is now. It was not in vogue. People would make it, but it was harder to find. And she was so distant. It was like I wasn't even fucking there. And I didn't have the verbiage for it at the time, but it was unironically so fucking Slay Queen. It was so fucking Slay Queen. She was giving and crushing and just absolutely like in her shit. Oh my god. The other ones died too. I didn't know them as well. Oh god.
Thanks for your time.
Oh, are there any agents in the audience right now? Are there any agents in the audience right now?
All right, just yeah. Just bring your headshots and we'll...
Okay. Gee.
Hey everyone, my name is Broxton Bronx Bunker, and I was the lycanthrope consultant on the finale of Zoe 101, and I'm here to tell you that I'm sorry I killed them. We didn't know there would be a freak lunar cycle. We didn't know. that I would be stuck with this forever. But here we are at the funeral where they're all crammed into one casket because it's just little bits and buns left. They're all in there in a big soupy pile. All because I fell asleep in my trailer for my big scene. I was watching my Family Guy box set, and I fell asleep. And I came out and the moon shined on me and I couldn't help myself. I went full on John Landis on him. I went full on Lon Chaney Jr. on him. I ripped him to shreds. I ripped their puffer vests and their low-cut jeans and their high Ugg boots with the fringe and the lace. And I smashed them all up. And I smashed them and I smashed them, and I'm sorry I did it. But I'm glad we can all be here today on Nickelodeon's dime to enjoy each other's company. Thank you.
Thank you, Viacom.
Hello, I am Patricia Smack, and I was the casting director for All That during its heyday. I remember I was behind the scenes on Britney Spears' music video for Crazy. When she was kicking that, there was they were in a diner, and Britney was being fine. She was being great. She was demonstrating the thing that we all see today. But off in the corner, there's a weird little girl making a monkey face, going ooh, ooh, ah, ah, then patting her head, just shaking her ass, running around like a weird dog. That was Jamie Lynn Spears. Was she on Zoe 101?
Yeah.
I saw her across the room and said, "That is a child sketch comedian. She's the next Keenan. She's the next Cal. She's the next Lori Beth.
What about Josh Server?
She's the next Josh Server. Speak them now." Taron, wasn't he on the Amanda show?
I think so.
Oh,
What
that's
about Amanda?
well, Amanda Bynes.
The kid who did volunteer fireman.
Oh, Jack?
Yeah.
Jack something. These are all the kids. These are all the kids I discovered. But Jamie Lynn was the brightest of all. Thank you.
Thank you for your service.
He was in a web series called Dorm Life. I think they made it at USC.
Yes, I'm so sad. Very sad event, of course. Yes, I'm Dean Painhole. I'm the dean of Pepperdine University. And what a wonderful group of children these were, of course. I love kids, yes, and I've dedicated my life to making sure that they have a wonderful time when they're learning and they're making art. Yes, Dean Painhole. I've been known to go John Landis on some kids sometimes. I accidentally killed some children in a helicopter crash, both incidentally Asian, and I just getting to work with the Zoe 101 children was a great second chance for me. I didn't have to worry about any helicopter accidents. Of course, I took my license after that point. Also I'd let you know that Pepperdine University has a lot of new and fascinating things on campus now for all you would-be graduates and undergrads. We have an Einstein Bagels. Very nice. And of course, the wonderful new Qdoba. Open right next to the track and the Olympic-sized swimming pool. We did close down the hot tub because, well, somebody died there. Also incidentally Asian, not related to my helicopter accident. Thank you very much. Oh, yes.
What's up? My name is Dustin Bryson. I was the bassist for Drake Bell's band when he did the crossover episode on Zoe 101. It was season 1, episode 9. It was called The Spring Fling. For those of you that don't remember, Zoe, Dana, Nicole, and the whole gang signed up for the Spring Fling committee in order to get Drake Bell to perform at their Spring Fling. When they find out that they have to give $5,000 for Drake to play at the Spring Fling, Zoe and her friends started a fundraiser. Meanwhile, Quinn was experimenting on Dustin to see his reaction when he was deprived of sleep. One thing that I'll never forget about that episode was when that Matthew Underwood who played Logan Reed.
Welcome back to.
Which mic is on that?
Thanks for joining us for another fantastic episode of Everything Now Show.
Thank you so much for watching our show.
Yeah.
We do this Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Its timer's done. We do this Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Weekdays we do this from 7 to 9, and Saturdays we do this from 6 to 8. You should follow us on all of our various social media platforms, and then of course you should also join our Discord, which is a link in the chat. And if you're new to the show, you should follow and subscribe here.
Follow and subscribe right here on Twitch to get updates. And yeah, definitely join the Everything Now Show Discord. If you haven't already, all the tarot card images, those are submitted by you. Thank you, Nerd Radio. Thank you for the follow. Definitely join the Discord. Submit images. We have image submission games in all of our shows. They're not all talking to ghosts, so if this was your first Everything Now episode, come back tomorrow night. There'll be a brand new episode. It won't be ghosts. It will be some other format, but it will still be interactive live stream comedy that you can control with images and polls and comments and stuff like that. Those are not tonight's guests. I don't know why that's not updated. Let me fix that coming in.
Other reasons you can join the Discord, we're starting to organize like Wednesday community nights. Last Wednesday they watched UHF together, and I wished I was there.
They're a delight and help to foster a really beautiful esprit de corps.
There's a great motivation channel where everyone just kind of helps keep each other accountable for being active and trying their best in life. You can talk about movies.
Jake posts selfies with a face that would make me cross the street if I saw it.
Like to get to him or get away from him.
If I saw someone smiling like that taking a photo of themselves, I would cross the street to avoid having to interact with them even in passing.
Right. Grant talks about books. It's a really fun time. Great people. You're going to want to join. And thank you. And of course, check out the chat for the guests. And also check out the screen for the guests because we're going to bring out our very special, fantastic guests right now. It's Scott West! Scott West comes down!
Yeah, look at it!
Oh my god!
Wow. Well, that's just horrifying.
I love to see it.
Terrifying.
Well, that spooked my ass. Either of you want to talk about some things? Do you want to plug anything on your mind? Anything in the works? Anything you want to show off? So on and so forth.
For more information on the writer's strike, visit WGAcontract2023.org. Support the WGA and SAG. And I don't personally have anything to plug, but I love you.
God loves you, folks.
Thank you so much for joining us. Well, it's the second time Scott's first time, and it won't be the last time for either of them.
Thank you for having us.
Of course.
It could be if we all perish.
That's a very good point, Grant. But hopefully we don't perish by tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Pacific, for an all-new episode of Everything Now Show live, featuring, how do you say your last name? Leanne Bell?
I don't know. It's a foreign name.
It's a foreign name, but it's going to be a video store episode. So if you like movies and you want to see some fake special features, it's a really fun time. It's a new format we've been doing. I really love it. It's been great. Jake did a great job with it visually. Grant.
I'm there.
What's wrong? Is everything okay?
You want me to talk?
It was a good episode.
It was really fun.
That was a great episode.
You did such a good job. It was a welcoming environment.
I kept no budding, and I also said some pretty incisive stuff about the French. That
Yeah,
I feel like will follow me later in my career.
That's punching up, I would say. Well,
Pendleton Ward.
we're rating Pendleton Ward, creator of Adventure Time and Midnight Gospel. Tell him we love him and to come on the show sometime. And have a good night. See you tomorrow.
Tell him if he comes on the show, I'll stop crying. Tell him there's a little white boy out in Los Angeles who's crying, and the only way to stop him
All right, we're ready. Goodbye.
to come on the Everything Now Show.
All right.